Lesson 116, Slope-Intercept form of linear equations. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. See if you can remember. Y equals mx plus b. M is the slope of a line. Remember, slope is just a number, so this will be the coefficient of x. And this will be the y-intercept. Y-intercept just means where on the y-axis does the line cross. So if we had a line that went through 2 on the y-axis and had a positive slope, we could say that the b value for this line is 2. The x and y will remain as variables in the equation. The m and b will be constants. And a constant, is just a number. M is the slope, and just a reminder, that's rise over run, and it can be negative if it goes downhill from left to right, and it'll be positive if it goes uphill from left to right. B is the y-intercept, and that is where the line crosses the y-axis. It will be a point 0, b. So when x is 0 and y is b, that's where it will cross the y-axis. To put an equation in slope-intercept form, you have to solve for y. So if you had y minus 2x equals negative 2, we need to get y all by itself. We have to isolate y. So we're going to add 2x to both sides. So we have y equals. Now we want to put the 2x first because we want it in slope-intercept form, and then we'll have the minus 2. We cannot add those together because this doesn't have an x, and this does, so we just put y equals 2x minus 2. Now if I wanted to graph that, I would look and see that the slope equals 2, and the y-intercept, and be careful, you have to watch the sign, it's going to be negative 2. So to graph our line, we're going to go down to negative 2 on the y-axis and put a dot. Then we can do the slope, which is 2. And remember, we want it as 2 over 1. So we're going to rise 2, go to the right 1, put another dot. And all we have to do is connect those 2 dots and put arrows on the end to show that it's a line. So the steps that we did to graph. Number 1, you want to graph the y-intercept. So start on the y-axis and graph that point. Number 2, you're going to use the slope as a fraction, so you might have to write it as a fraction if it's a mixed number or a whole number. And you use that slope to find another point that will be on the line. Number 3, connect the dots and draw a line. Remember, a line has 2 arrows on it, not a segment, not a ray. We want 2 arrows. That's the end of the lesson.